Hello, today we're going to talk about armor and LARPs. Alright, what I've been finding is universal is you're going to need a phys rep of armor. And you're going to need skill to use armor, and you're also going to need item tags for that. And we're also going to talk about pros and cons of having armor. Alright, pros: that protects from any effect that will probably affect you directly, like, poisons or diseases, something, exposed to flesh will happen, like the effects I just said. Well, cons: that it will cost you some money, cost you to repair it, cost you, to get it, and it's cumbersome and it can be difficult, but you have the ability to outlast in combat. Spells will directly hit it unless certain effects penetrate right through it. Certain spells can do that, and generally arrows can go right through it, depending on your system. Something for you to look into that. Alright, does your system have damage reduction? Wearing armor causes you to have damage reduction. Generally with that system, you need to have generally kind of a full suit for it to count. And they're pretty, forgiving on, if damage does happen, it can be repaired, compared to if armor is another layer of hit points. That could be good. Less just math involved, because, stuff, when someone hits you with a number, you have to subtract it in your head, and that's how much damage happened on your hit points, compared to you just have, another set of hit points. And what is the maximum amount of armor points can you have on your person? And does your system do it by location? And this counts as armor. If you have a mixed match of armor, how would that, would add up? Will it work? Do you need all one type for, your arms? And how many locations of your body counts? Because my LARP Canar, the head, front torso, back torso, arms, legs, all together they count as 7 locations where you can put armor. And can you stack armor? Say you have, a helmet, and underneath you have chainmail. Or having chainmail underneath your breastplate. Things for you to think about. Right. And when you have the hit point system for armor, what happens when your armor points go to 0? Is it completely destroyed? Can it be repaired through some means of magic or through an armorsmith? Things to consider. Alright. I suggest, when you have the damage reduction system, that your armor is, not being affected too much. In, day-to-day combat. So you don't have to worry about, being an armor smith or whatever. You just have a person for that. But with the hit point system of armor, you might want to consider actually picking up armor smithing. So you can get, brand new armor to replace the armor has been destroyed, or repair it faster. And generally there's tiers for armor smithing. The bottom basic is like leather, then composite, then chain, then plate. Going through the levels. And another thing to consider, how much is on average armor, for market value? How much does it cost for a crafter to make it? How much units does it take to make the armor you want? And how much is the material for that? Things for you to consider. So, by effect, having like appraisal, learning how to count, knowledge about materials is definitely a plus. So in the long run, you won't get hosed over, prices, because warriors need armor for them to, fully utilize their potential. And another thing to consider is there other skills that basically work like armor, but better. So if you find something that works like armor, but better, you might want to consider that. There's spells to give you magical armor, some kind of coverage. Another thing to, think about. Having your warrior get into, the mystical arts, to learning how to repair armor, or magical armor, or just having effects. But that steers away from, a warrior's, skills. That's generally cheaper and whatnot. So, things to consider. Another thing to consider with armor, that the weather is hot, humid, or it can be cold. So you have to, make special arrangements and plan around the weather. I think that's pretty much it for my armor video. So remember, most importantly, especially when you're in armor, stay hydrated.
Won't you kindly subscribe, like, and comment, and go to the links down